Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Indigo. I know y'all, I changed my name. It's just been the season. I just been I've been feeling the need to reinvent myself, recreate myself, give myself a new identity. So the name that chose me was Indigo. For those who are new here, y'all got the incense going. I'm real cozy, got my cozy set on, my little lounge set. And I really wanted to talk about just really like a life update, what's been going on, because life has been lifing. Okay, life has been lifing. A lot has been going on. Not to go into detail too much, but I really want to get into that with y'all on this video. I don't really have a topic that I really want to talk about, but I just know that whatever I say, somebody's gonna need to hear it. Maybe it's for somebody. So back to a lot has been changing, y'all. So in this sacred season of my life, I don't know, people just been showing their true colors. Family, friends, people just being weird. It's like they're trying to avoid you for some reason. I don't know. I don't know if y'all been feeling like that lately, but I have. And that's the thing. People think you don't know. People think you don't know, that you're not aware of the energy shifts and stuff. So yeah, a lot has been shifting and changing during the season of my life. I'm seeing that I've been there for a lot of people. They haven't been there for me. I consider myself a good friend. I think I'm a decent person. I try to be the best friend I can be. I try to treat people like I want to be treated, but it's like for some reason, I don't know. People just like, you're not a priority. Not saying you gotta make me a priority, but at least respect me as your friend or whatever. Because it's just like people are just weird. Like they're wishy washy. I don't want to be around wishy washy people. And lately, that's what it's. I've been around a lot of takers, and I'm a really giving person. I'm always there for people. I'm always giving advice. If you need somebody to talk to, if you need help with anything, I'm always there. But it's like when I need something, when I need somebody to talk to, I gotta call you back, or they just don't have the time to hear what you have to say. But I'm that type of friend. I'm gonna make time because I'm just like, I value my friendships. I respect you as my friends or family members. So I'm gonna take out the time to do that for you. I genuinely love helping people. And if something's wrong, I'm gonna be like, I'm the type of friend like, hey, we gotta sit. How we gonna fix this? What's going on? We gotta find a solution. Whether we're gonna fast together, we're gonna pray together, we're gonna do some affirmations together, we're gonna do something. I'm that type of friend. We're gonna figure it out. Even if you just wanna vent about it, I'm that friend that's gonna listen. But it's like I haven't really found that for real. And during this season, it's hitting harder for me for some reason. So I'm just setting boundaries right now. I'm just really just isolating myself, cutting ties with people who are just giving me that wishy-washy behavior. And I advise you to do the same because you don't want those type of people around you. You don't want those people draining. You don't want, as giving people, as empathic people, we really have to protect ourselves. Sometimes we can give too much, and people just become takers. They will take advantage of if you let them. So don't let them. Set some boundaries. Cut that tie, sever that relationship if you need to, and go about your life, go about your business. Y'all don't have to fall out. You can just walk away peacefully, no hard feelings or whatever. I did want to touch on how in this time I'm also learning. I don't know. It's like I'm forced to be in isolation. I don't know what it is, y'all. It's like everybody and their mama just showing me who they are. I know I keep saying the same thing, but I'm telling you, it's crazy. I'm just like, why didn't I see this before? But my situation, the veil is thin. Now I can see things more clearly. And also, I think it's because I know I'm the type of person. I heard this lady say this before. She was like, I had to realize I'm the seasonal friend. And looking back over my life, I see that I am a seasonal friend. As an earth angel, we're always on assignment, and we have people to meet and places to be. And, I may be your friend for 6 months, a year, or whatever. But during that time, we're definitely going to learn a lot about each other. I'm going to learn something. Maybe you're going to learn something. It's going to be a teaching moment. Maybe something I can reflect or evaluate myself on. I don't know, but I have noticed that. Like, I've always been like a seasonal friend. And I think that's just something I'm accepting during this time, during this isolation. Like, as I'm being alone, I'm becoming, and I'm growing, and I'm just evaluating myself, evaluating my life. looking back over my life over the years and the patterns and everything, things are starting to make sense. You know, I don't always like, the things that occur, but girl, it's starting to make sense. And I'm just embracing it. I'm trusting the process. I'm trusting where it leads me. I'm trusting who I'm gonna become in the end. And I got some notes here too, because I be forgetting. I be having so much to talk about. But yeah, I'm in a season of evolving, recreating myself, creating a new identity for myself. So that's where you get the whole new name. I've just been receiving a lot of confirmations, a lot of revelations during this isolation time. Period in my life. It's really about the journey, It's about the journey. So, the good and bad. I always tell people to always just embrace the journey because I'm just like, you gotta accept the good, you gotta accept the bad. So, that's what I'm doing this time. Creating boundaries, also embracing my gifts, y'all. Like during this time since I've been by myself, I've really just been, I don't know, it's like my gifts. I already knew I was a anointed person, and I humbly say that. But it's like now, as I'm alone, I'm isolated, it's like now I have time. I can really just sit with myself, sit with God, and just be still. Everything's just clear, and I can really just hone in on my gifts. It's like my gifts are activated now. People are coming to me left and right for business, which is advice or just needing help or clarity or guidance or something like that. And I'm willing to help them. I'd love to do that. I know that's my passion. I know that's why I'm here. I know that's my purpose. I know why I'm here. I remember why I'm here. When you go through your isolation period, it gets lonely. Yes, you feel like you're alone, but you know that we're never alone. But just embrace it, y'all. I'm telling you, you're going to figure out so much about yourself, about other people, the clarity that you receive. I love the clarity so much. And I think that's why I kind of retreat to isolation or to be alone, even though I'm the only child. So I think I thrive in isolation anyways. But I think isolation does me well. It does. I do well when I'm not talking to people every day. I do well when I'm not hanging out with people all the time or on the phone all the time. People can say that's boring or something, but to me, no. It's not, because I love myself and, I can entertain myself. I do talk to people, but I just rather be by myself, if that makes sense. I think I already touched on creating boundaries. Yeah, you got to be willing to tell people no. Be willing to tell people no, and without feeling guilty too. So I don't care. You can't be a people pleaser. You can't please everybody. You can't help anybody until you help yourself. You cannot heal anybody until you heal yourself. You cannot be there for everybody. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You have to pour into yourself first. So it's very vital for us as healers, empathic people, whatever you want to call yourself, to just pour into yourself, create those healthy boundaries and stand on business. Don't let nobody play with you. Respect yourself. Don't let nobody walk all over you. Don't let nobody be a half-ass friend to you. Don't do it. You're better than that. Respect yourself. Love yourself. Also, y'all, in this time, as I'm cutting off friends, or really just people are just removing themselves, or I'll say spirit is just revealing and they're just removing themselves, right? It's like my real tribe, my real spirit family, my soul tribe. I'm attracting that, and it's so beautiful because I'm just like, you don't have to go out. Like, I know people want friends and stuff like that. I know people don't want to be alone. They want to. Everybody needs somebody to talk to. We need, as humans, we need community, right? So I'm telling you, work on yourself. Love yourself, respect yourself, be authentic with yourself. Don't be afraid to shine your light. Those who are for you will find you. I'm telling you from experience, and you will know these people are, your spirit family, soul family, whatever you want to call it, because, you know, the connection is just it happens so naturally. Sometimes people be treating you better than your family, your sister, your brother, your parents. You can have a spiritual mother, spiritual father. They'll treat you better than your mother, better than your dad, better than your sister. So, I'm really learning to trust people because, I have had some trust issues when it comes to friendships, especially women, because it's like I always get betrayed. I'm not trying to repeat myself, y'all, I promise. But I'm just trying to make a point. Like, I'm always being there for people, but it's like I'm not. The energy is I'm not. It's not being reciprocated, you know. And I'm tired of dealing with people like that. I don't want those people in my life. I don't want to attract that. So that's why I'm working on myself, looking at myself like, what am I doing to attract these people? So that's why I say isolation is vital, is needed. Because everybody's a reflection of ourselves. So everybody's a mirror. So, and now that I'm doing the inner work, the shadow work, healing myself, loving on me, I'm attracting my people. And it's so beautiful to see how spirit is moving, how God is moving in my life. And I just want that for y'all. I want y'all to attract the right friends. I want you to attract your soul family. I want you to attract the people that's going to support you. I want you to attract people that's going to love you for you, that understands you, that resonates with you, that's on your frequency. Yeah, I want everybody to experience that. We all should experience that. We deserve that. So, yeah, girl. During this time, I'm just taking it one day at a time. I'm not stressing over anything anymore. I'm manifesting more. Everything is shifting. I'm manifesting quicker. I'm attracting new people into my life, opportunities, in alignment, getting more confirmations and synchronicities and revelations from spirit, from the divine. I do feel divinely protected. I don't really need to worry about anything. I'm always taken care of. I just feel so peaceful and so light and really soft. I feel like the universe takes care of me right now. And I want y'all to experience that. I really want y'all to take some time to really just have a period where you just evaluate yourself, spend some time with yourself, meditate, enjoy some new hobbies. I've been doing that too, y'all. I love reading. Anybody who knows me, I love reading. I am a bookworm. So I've just been reading. I've been doing yoga more, changing my lifestyle, what I eat, how I speak to myself, what I think, the type of thoughts I'm entertaining, that type of thing. Y'all know I love esoteric wisdom. I've just been learning so much information now that I can't wait to share with y'all. But yeah, I'm just sharing. I'm just taking everything in this game of life. I believe that my purpose here is, I go through a lot of things, and I feel like I believe I go through a lot of things and I suffer a lot because it's to teach other people. I've always said this, I said this for years. Ever since I had this revelation, I just believe it to be true. I have to, as a high priestess, a high priest, whatever you want to call yourself, in order to master the spiritual realm, you have to go through a lot of spiritual warfare. So we have to be soldiers, warriors. We're very humble people, but we go through a lot of stuff, and we still walk through life with a smile on our face, heart soft, and full of love, full of light still. And that's not an easy job at all, y'all. Like, sometimes I'd be like, take me out of here. I don't want to be here. I'm not talking about suicide, nothing like that, y'all. No. I love my life. But I'm talking about I just feel like I don't belong. Sometimes it gets very lonely on this walk. It's very lonely. People misunderstand you a lot. I go through a lot of stuff. I've been through a lot of stuff. I've experienced a lot of stuff. Even though I don't look like it, I have. And that has gave me the wisdom that I have. I believe I suffer a lot and I go through things and experience things a lot because so that I can really teach you guys, so I can help you guys. So when I come across somebody who's experienced the same thing, experiencing the same thing that I have in the past, I can be like, I know exactly what you're going through. I know how to fix it. I know how to heal. I can help you heal yourself. I can give you the best advice, the best wisdom and knowledge that I can, because all I have is my experience. So I definitely believe I'm here to awaken people, help people remember why they came here, know that it's about the journey, embrace it all, love it all, good or bad. Whatever happens to you, whether it's good or bad, it's all for your good. It's gonna build something within you. You're gonna build character. You're gonna be resilient, and you're just gonna blossom. You're gonna be your higher self. You have to go through the fire. You have to be refined, like gold. You have to go through the fire. So with that, y'all, I don't want to make this video too long, but I really just wanted to share some things with you guys and really just pour my heart out to you guys. This is me being vulnerable and transparent as well. You know, my man told me, he was just like, people need to hear what you're scared to say. And I'm working on that, y'all, because this is my assignment. I have a lot to say, actually. So you're going to hear more of that. You're going to hear me talk about a lot of things on here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching me. You know, I appreciate y'all for the comments, the likes, the shares, just interacting with you guys. I appreciate it so much. We need community. We need to stick together. We need to share love and light and peace amongst each other. So I would love for y'all to share a comment or just some feedback on, you know, what y'all got going on in y'all life. How are you guys navigating this season? I don't know if y'all feeling the same. If y'all going through the same thing I've been experiencing lately, please let me know. Let's talk about it, because I want to know. Like, I'm building this channel to build community, to interact with y'all. And I care about each and every one of you. I love each and every one of you. And I'm going to close this off. You guys can follow me on Instagram or TikTok at Indigo Priestess _. And we're going to wrap this up. I'll talk to y'all later.